Brown.
Irene van Dijk having to come way out of the circle.
And Boise tracks her all the way back in. Head up.
And good switch. Oh, so close. That's a great switch, though, and if it'll pay off for them if they keep going with it.
Again, there's those mistakes starting to creep in for the Pulse, just when they're starting to find some fluidity, some good
momentum.
flow.
Well, this is the game where they've found some form, isn't it? So they just need to be patient and be prepared to work.
Langman finds Brown. Yeah, on the baseline. Nice dodge from Van Dijk.
And precision pass from Jodie Brown.
Given too much room by Rasmussen on that occasion.
So shooting percentages quite high for both teams, 90% for the Magic. They've got one of the highest percentages in the league.
So the Pulse had the ball. Had the ball. To stay in contact with this Magic side.
Great defence there from Laura Langman. She does that so well.
Well, it was a misplaced ball and she was in the correct position to have a go at it. Call for the contact though. Pulse be feeling pretty happy about where they are at the moment.
Both teams with a lot of turnovers though, so I'd imagine both coaches will go to the half-time break and want to cut those down.
Lichwa comes pushing through.
Almost a short pass. Oh, Kahurangi Waititi getting a tip to that.
Good transition here though from the Pulse.
Yes, nothing coming easy for this Magic attacking end.
Nice angle from Van Dijk. Head up Weezy in the front of her. Step to the side.
Here's the tip. And Jodie Todd cleans up.
Well, Milner Olsen tried to tip it back to her teammate. And just running away a little bit from the Pulse at the end of the second quarter. Van Dijk makes sure of that. Fans are happy. Nice square ball from Lees and a good drive.
So 18 seconds to score.
So defending out of court, can't do that in netball. Which I find bizarre because as an attacker you're allowed to run out.
Not sure if that goal counted.
Yep, it sure does. And it is the Magic who will go into the second half leading the Pulse. However, this is a good fight that we've seen from the Pulse. Who would have thought that they would only be trailing by 30 minutes into this game? It is the Waikato Bay of Plenty Magic 28, Central Pulse 25.
In the sand, I've come down, no place to land. I don't need you to...
Only while you can see on the court there a change in the goal attack position. Tania Lund has come in for the Magic, and a little surprised by that change, but when you look at the statistics, Kerry, Jodie Brown only put up 6 shots in 30 minutes of netball.
Yes, and you know, for a player who's looking at Silver Fern selection, it's probably a bit light for where she wants to be. So Noeline Taurua obviously wanting more.
Big pass across the circle edge and lovely angles. Nice pass too from Milner Olsen, who's having a great game at centre.
And Joan Eichwager, you know, looking good. Great angles, great availability.
Well, we're going to go down sideline shortly and have a chat to the coaches of both of these teams. And first of all, we're going to go to the Magic coach, Noeline Taurua.
Yeah, it's not looking too good, but we're just going to sit back and see what happens once we take you to the hospital after the game.
And the move at goal attack, that was your choice. You didn't feel as though Jodie Brown was doing enough there?
Yeah, just probably looking a bit tired, and probably the connection wasn't as good in regards to the position of the ball. So looking for a change-up, see what we got.
So that was Magic coach Nolene Taurua. Of course, she was speaking at the beginning there about Peter Scholes, the Australian international, who left the court at the end of the first quarter. And that's Tanya Lund's first shot of the match.
First shot of the ANZ Championship, actually. Jenny May, she played wing attack when they took to the court against the Vixens. So, yeah, she'll want to turn that around. With a side as classy as the Magic, you don't get many opportunities to get on the court. So when you do, you want to nail it.
Some nice tip from Kahurangi Waititi. And it was lovely work then from Lichwa. And let's go down the sideline and have a chat with the Pulse coach.
Yes, certainly there's been a simplifying of the game plan, and I'm really proud of them in terms of sticking to it. Our third quarter is always a challenge for us, and this is the piece where we've got to really be resilient.
What have you said to them, Yvette? Because they have put in a good half before and fallen away.
Yeah, one of our biggest focuses, we just felt like the turnover ball we were giving away was a real killer, so a maintenance of possession and a real valuing of that, and trying to do a lot more work one-on-one defensively.
So that was Yvette McCausland-Jury, coach of the Pulse, feeling pretty happy with where her team is at the moment. She'd obviously like the score to be in favour of her side, particularly at the end of the game. So Nolene Taurua forced to make a change at goal attack. Tanya Lund landed one shot and a nice little pass to Van Dijk.
This great look-away pass from Tanya Lund. Played with Irene van Dijk in the National Bank Cup for a couple of years, so they have a good relationship. Oh, and Casey Williams getting her hand to that ball.
Well, the passes happen far too often for Casey Williams to allow it to happen too many times to it. Langman finds Lund.
The pace of this attack here seems to have picked up for the Magic with the injection of Tanya Lund. She just does a bit more moving than Jodie Brown.
Rasmussen got caught on the back of Van Dijk. Had to keep her feet moving, get around.
You see Tracy Fair, high performance manager for Netball New Zealand.
Good speed from Solia, backs off, and drives to the top of the circle. And that's a big shot from Lund.
Nice confidence.
Speaking of confidence, it's confidence from a coach like Taurua too, to say, hey, look, you know, Jodie, not playing so well at the moment. Let's give you a spell, put somebody else on, and then see what you can do.
As Casey Williams comes up with the ball for the Magic, a signature intercept from her.
But the other thing that does too, when you inject a change like this one that's been made, we'll take another look at that intercept. It's just what you expect seeing from Casey Williams, isn't it? She makes it look so easy. We've got a timeout partway through this third quarter.
Already the Magic looking a lot more calm and settled, smiles all round.
So Abweezy is Grace Rasmussen on the left-hand side, my teammate from the Mystics, and her other two sisters to her right.
Rona and Annie Rasmussen going to support their sister.
Tanya's a different pace, so to continue to mark the tight one-on-one on the centre pass, but you might need to just head back to then pick her up. But she is becoming quite a key feeder, so we need to look for those little squares. The way, you know, the pass and cut, you guys can have a go at that, but we're packing back. Hold your line and attack forward. You've got to look to attack forward.
So Yvette McCausland-Jury speaking to Amo Abweezy and Rach Rasmussen there.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was good advice. In fact, a lot of the time what defenders do is they pack back too far and don't take their feet to the ball. The setup is there for them to go out and have a go for that ball. The Magic are starting to swing the ball around that circle edge.
And Yvette McCausland-Jury noticing the change that Tanya Lund has made and telling Amo Abweezy, you've got to get out there and be in her face a bit more. And there we see poor Peter Scholes not looking too happy there.
I think she knows there's a lot of damage that's been done to that left knee of hers. And resigned to the fact that it could be a season-ending injury.